Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library, and welcome to Rockin' Storytime. Let's start off by clapping our hands. Can you clap your hands along with me at home? Let's clap together. Here we go. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. To all our friends at Storytime, we clap and sing hello. Great job, everyone. Now we're going to stomp our feet. I know you can't see my feet, but here are my knees. 1, 2. Are you ready to stomp with me? Here we go. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. To all our friends at Storytime, we stomp and sing hello. Great job, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It is so nice to get to read with you all today. Today, we're going to be reading some books about leaves, but specifically, the leaves are starting to fall off, and they're starting to be all gone, and the trees are starting to be bare. So we're reading about the last leaves of autumn. So I thought we would try saying last leaves today for our bread and butter rhyme. Can you say that at home? Last leaves. Yeah, just the last few that are in the trees. So we'll use that for bread and butter. And for bread and butter, we clap our hands and then we clap our knees. Clap our hands, clap our knees. Can you do that along with me at home? Clap your hands, clap your knees. Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say last leaves as fast as we can. Last leaves, last leaves, last leaves, last leaves, last. That's tricky. Last leaves, last leaves, last leaves, last leaves, last leaves. Sounds like lapsies. All right, let's try it one more time. Ready? Lapsies. I didn't even get one out. Last leaves, 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 last leaves. Whoo! That is tricky. How are you doing at home? Let's try another. Here we go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say last leaves as slowly as we can. Last leaves. Good job. So it's 2 words that begin with L. Last and leaves. Let's try again. Last leaves. Good job, everyone. Let's do another. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say last leaves as loud as we can. Last leaves. Good job. One more. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say last leaves as quiet as we can. Last leaves. Good job. Let's see what our first story is about the last leaves of autumn. This is called The Very Last Leaf. How appropriate. The Very Last Leaf. And this is by Stef Wade and illustrated by Jennifer Davison. Let's see what happens to the last leaf. There's Lance. For his first day of school in spring, Lance Cottonwood was the best and brightest student. He blossomed in budding. Look at me, I'm a leaf. He breezed through wind resistance. Some others were not so lucky. Better luck next time. He was a breath of fresh air in Photosynthesis 101. Don't you just love the taste of sunlight in the morning? He passed pigment changing with flying colors. Can you see that he's changed color? What color has he changed to? Yellow, everybody. How do you do? During his last class of autumn semester, Lance began to worry about his final exam. The test would take him from the top of the sturdy tree to the grass down below. The other leaves couldn't wait to take the leap, but Lance Cottonwood didn't feel that way because Lance Cottonwood was afraid to fall. Lance was jealous of his neighbor, Doug Fir. Doug was an evergreen, and evergreens didn't have to fall. Doug got to sit on the branch and feel the cold, wet snow on his face all winter long. But Lance was a cottonwood, and cottonwood trees are deciduous. Can you say that word? Deciduous. It's a good one. Deciduous. And deciduous, they lose their leaves in the autumn. So Lance was expected to fall like all the lance leaf cottonwood ancestors who had come before him. When autumn arrived, one by one, the other students let go and floated to the ground below. But Lance was comfortable at the top, and that was where he was going to stay. No one expected him to be scared, so Lance made up excuse after excuse. "Oh, saving the best for last," said Lance. "Ladies first. I have a bit of a cough today." But Lance couldn't trick them for long. As leaf after leaf passed the final test, they started to talk. "He's a scaredy leaf. I guess he's not good at everything. He's too yellow to be an evergreen." Cool days turned into colder nights, and Lance decided he was going to beat the odds. He would stay in that tree all winter, just like Doug. "It looks like we're gonna be best friends," said Lance. By the end of the week, Lance was the only one left in the tree. Lance's teacher knew he was worried, but she also knew he was going to be okay. "It's okay to be scared, Lance. I'm here to help you through this." Lance thought about why he was scared. He was terrified of landing in a gutter or getting stuck on a windshield, or worst of all, falling where a dog did his business. Ugh. After talking about his worries, Lance felt a little better. And when he looked down again, things didn't look so bad. Some kids had made a leaf pile to jump into. Other kids were collecting leaves for crafts. Lance's friends looked happy. They were safe, and they looked like they were having fun. Lance knew it was time for him to take the leap. Lance's teacher assured him he could do it. He was one of the hardest working students in class, and the other students cheered him on from down below. They were right. He could do it. He worked hard. He studied hard. He knew his stuff. Lance loved Doug, but Lance wasn't an evergreen, and he never would be. Lance looked down. He took a deep breath. His stem quivered, and he let go. Practicing what he'd studied, Lance focused and floated gently to the pile below. Lance Cottonwood may have been the last one to finish the test, but he did not fail. He was once again on top. "You did it, Lance! The gang's all here." The end. I think that has a really good idea in it. If you're worried about something, a good thing to do is to talk about it. Then people can listen to you. You can talk it out. Sometimes just talking about it makes you feel a little better. And sometimes there's things people can do to help. But always talking about your worries is a big and wonderful thing to do. It's very brave. Here we are at Lance's graduation. Good job, Lance. The end. Great listening, everyone. I think it's time for us to sing some leafy songs. So we're going to pretend our hands are leaves, and we're going to be switching our leaves around. So the leaves on the trees turn, maybe they'll turn yellow like Lance does. Yellow and red, yellow and red, yellow and red. The leaves on the trees turn yellow and red. It's autumn time. What do you think? Can you do that with me? Here we go. The leaves on the trees turn Yellow and red, yellow and red, yellow and red. The leaves on the trees turn yellow and red. It's autumn time. The leaves on the trees come twirling down, twirling down, twirling down. The leaves on the trees come twirling down. It's autumn time. The leaves on the ground go swish, 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 swish. The leaves on the ground go swish, swish, swish. It's autumn time. Great job, everyone. Now we're going to return to a song we've done a couple times where we're going to have the leaves fall down, we're going to rake them up, and then we're going to jump into a pile. So get ready to jump. Here we go. Autumn leaves are falling down, falling down, falling down. Autumn leaves are falling down all around the town. The wind will blow them round and round, round and round, round and round. The wind will blow them round and round all around the town. Gently they drift to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Gently they drift to the ground all around the town. Now we're going to take our rakes and we're going to sweep them up. Are you ready? Here we go. Maybe some of you have already done this at home too. Take a rake and sweep them up, sweep them up, sweep them up. Take a rake and sweep them up all around the town. And what do you do with a big pile of leaves? Before you pack them up, you jump into them. So let's go ahead and jump. Are you ready? Here we go. We'll jump into a great big pile, great big pile, great big pile. We'll jump into a great big pile all around the town. Great job, everyone. That was excellent. Let's read our second and last story. This one is called Leaves. This is Leaves by David Ezra Stein. Let's see what happens in Leaves. It was his first year. Look at the little bear. Everything was going well. Look how happy. Until the first leaf fell. Are you okay? He wondered. Then a red one fell and a yellow one fell. All over his island, the leaves were falling. There they are, falling down all around. He tried to catch them. Catch, catch. He tried to catch them and put them back on, but it was not the same. He sat beneath the tree and watched them go all around. But he grew sleepy, and so, do you know what bears do in the winter? He grew sleepy, and so he found a hole and filled it with leaves and went to sleep just as the wind began to blow. Winter came. Look, can you see there? There's his hole with all the leaves sticking out to keep him warm. Winter came, and so did the snow. He slept snug in the ground while the snow piled up. In the spring, with wide eyes, he woke. Here he is coming out. He felt the sun and saw the little buds on the bare arms of the trees. Do you see the new buds that are starting? What are these going to turn into? And the tiny leaves that began to unfurl. Here they come. Buds are turning into leaves. Welcome, he cried. Welcome. And he thought the leaves welcomed him. The end. Isn't that a sweet one? The end. Great listening, everyone. I think it's time for us to end story time with head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Are you ready to get up on your feet? Let's all stand up and find our heads. Are you ready? Here we go. Find your head. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, boop, boop. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Great job, everyone. Let's give it another try. Are you ready? Here we go. Find your head. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, boop, boop. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Great job, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming. And head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, boop, boop. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. I hope you all have a wonderful time. I hope you're getting to jump in a lot of leaf piles. And I hope you're enjoying all of the beautiful leaves on the ground and just the very, very few that are still on the trees. Have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to read to you next time. Bye-bye.